Mic check, mic check. Just fucking around. What up, y'all? My name is Ro. How do we... God. Woo! Take two for Ro. What's good, y'all? My name is Ro. Who am I, huh? I'm Ro, man. I'm like every other human being out there trying to do music and trying to do it and work a full-time job and balance a life and try to balance a lifestyle. I'm engaged. I don't know. Just wanted you guys to know that. Happily in love. So there's nothing wrong with that. You know, that's what keeps me grounded. It's family and shit. But this is me, okay? This is me in my rawest form. You guys may be thinking, why the hell is he getting interviewed like this? I've been trying to, we were trying to type, or I was trying to type this bio of myself, kind of like a little thing about me, but it's so hard, guys. For those of you that try to write about it, it's fucking tough. If you could do it, hats off to you. If you could do it, that's awesome, but I just couldn't do it. I didn't get the right words to really show who Ro is, and I decided this was the easiest way. This is how we can just get everything out in the open, and you guys can see me in my goofy state. You guys can see me messing around, being a human being. Yeah, man, I've just been trying to grind. I've been doing music for about 13 years. It's been 13 years since I've been doing it. I've done the ghostwriting thing. I used to ghostwrite for Def Jam, like for a cool little minute. I was doing that, and yeah, man, it's just been a struggle. Did the group shit. You know, you join different groups, and we were called the Locust. We were called the Locust first, and then it went from Locust to Tribal Dialects, and then from Tribal Dialects to Raw Sugar, and then Raw Sugar to Reflective Soul Movement, and then now it's just Ro. I think it's easier, man. I think that's like the easiest thing now, because when it comes down to it, you have no pressure but your own pressure you put into yourself. So it's been really like the challenge, just like finishing songs on my own. Instead of I finish 116, I'm like, all right, cool, I'm done, because then the next person has to have their 16 done. But it's like I gotta finish the entire fucking song. So it's gotten challenging. I started off as a poet. I started doing poetry, going to a couple of little open mics. One in Sacred Grounds in San Pedro. That was like an old school spot I used to go to, man, like back in the day. That's where I first did my first open mic, like doing poetry and shit. And then the homie, I remember he introduced me to like this little mixtape that had like Eminem, Chino XL, Cannabis, and it's when I heard Chino XL, that ruined my life. Like, it was just, I was like, what? Like, how did he get those words to do that, and where did he come up with this saying? Like, oh my God, like, you don't worship God, you worship the dude crucified next to him, like shit like that. It's probably not how he said it, but you know, along the lines. But yeah, man, after that, I started really getting into music, just kind of knowing about it, just hearing it every day. And I said, fuck it, I want to try it. I want to try and write my own little verse. And I still remember my first verse, which is crazy. It's totally trash, so I'm not even gonna try to repeat it. But yeah, I remember writing my first verse, and I was like, this is the shit. Yes, I was so proud of it. And then I got my cherry popped, and I heard the homie rap, and I was like, wow, I gotta get better. So it's all about molding your craft, man. I think now, you know, moving forward, time forward, it's music, hip hop, everything has changed a great deal, but nonetheless, you still have the power to inspire. So that's the whole point of doing music, and for it changing. It's supposed to change. Did I start off, the question was, did I start off battling or did I start off writing? I guess I kind of fell into, I was writing as I was battling, but battling became, like, freestyling became my first, I guess, the birth of, you know, getting my creative style of writing out. I used to battle all the fucking time, man. Like, at Narbonne, when I went to Narbonne, morning, nutrition, lunch, after school. It got to a point where I was beating a lot of dudes. Like, I was eating dudes up left to right, that, like, my name started going around as far as, like, you know, battle MC, he's real dope, whatever. And I had dudes from, like, Pedro come out to battle me. I had dudes from, like, Benning, Carson High, or I used to ditch and go out there and battle. It's crazy, man. Like, that shit, it was a gnarly feeling. I will say this though, one time, quick little story time. We had a little album release party at the homie's house in Wilmington, and like a couple of folks came out. Blue, big shout out to Blue, and Cordell, the homie. It's crazy. But yeah, we were at a little party in Wilmington, and like Blue showed up, and this guy named Spitfire, and Spitfire is like, I don't know if he's still messing with Sony, but before I knew he was like a deep MC, like a deep rapping MC, we battled that day. I remember we were all just chilling out, whatever. And I was more like, I was like a little punk, man. I was a little kid, just always trying to find a battle. I would someone would be rapping. If I didn't like them, I'd just start talking shit. I just start rapping and talking shit. Then we'll get into a rap battle, whatever. But I remember eating dude up, man. I like served them, right? It was crazy. And then next thing you know, probably like 2 weeks after that, I see this dude on an episode called The Next. It was on Showtime. Do y'all remember that? It was called The Next, right? And he was on there, and he fucking won the entire thing. He won the entire thing. And, you know, just, I guess, looking back at it, it's more of a thing that at that time, I knew I could have pushed myself a little further, but you just get this fear of success, man. It's fucking crazy. I know, you guys are like thinking like, well, why the fuck are you trying to do it now? But it all depends on where your mind is at the time. And I feel that my mind and my lyrics and just my drive into doing it, it's in the same place. Everything is in sync. It's matched up to where I need to be. At that time, and I was 18-year-old kid, I didn't have any kind of structure. I didn't know how the media worked. I didn't know how the industry worked, how it ran, how crooked it could be, how crooked it is. And it's just trippy, man, because watching him win it, it kind of really like slapped me into reality. Like, man, you could be doing shit like that. You know, you beat that dude. Like, you served him. And now to see him, like, he knew, his mind of where he needed to be, he knew where he had to be at that time. And now I'm in my place where I know I need to be. If that made sense. But yeah, it's crazy. A little story time. That's how I started. Yeah, I started battling. Then I got into writing.
Yeah. Second take. Come on. We got this.
The industry has gotten shady, but I will say that now, this time, you can get your stuff put out faster than you could back in the day. We didn't have as much technology as we have now. So many things, so many fucking social networks. Can you guys name all the social networks we have? Try. If you can, I'll fucking treat you to a drink. Wherever, if you see me at a bar, I'll treat you to a drink. If you name every social network we have, it's insane. You just can't. They're like G.I. Joes. They come up every day. It's fucking insane.
I said, fuck what they think, just ink. Keep marching in
the politics in music, it's fishy, man. You got to keep up with the times. I will quote this I will quote this forever because I felt like it was the realest shit I ever heard Blue say. You know, he's cool dude, but this struck a nerve when I heard him say this. He said that, you know, today's industry, the buzz is in real time. And I'll keep that with me because it really is, man. Like, you can literally record yourself on your phone if you wanted to, upload it to Facebook or YouTube or whatever, and it's out there just that quick. You see fights, people can record fights, upload them. It's like they're seeing stuff before, like, you know, social networks became the news. Like, they took over the news. Like, when you hear about something first, you probably heard it on Facebook first. You probably saw it on YouTube before you even turned to channel 11 or 7 or whatever. So as far as making it, I mean, it's easy. You just got to have the drive for it. You got to really be patient. Patience and time is what you have to have. Because so many people I've met, so many different people I've interacted with have promised the world, like, yeah, man, I'm going to get you this, I'm going to get you that, da, da, da. And until you fucking are there with writing and it's real and you're signing shit, don't believe anything. Don't get jaded by none of that shit. I get geeked up sometimes. Like, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I get geeked up like, damn, like, oh my God, right? But until it actually happens, I guess it's like I'm getting more toned. I'm getting more toned and keeping it more just chill. Wait until it happens. Waiting to see what's the next move. And meanwhile, big shout out to Random Design and the homie Throwback, man, because this is what it's about. Doing stuff on your own. You got to really put shit together and grind it out. Push it out there. Don't wait for no one to feed you shit. It's not about that. It's not about who you know, it's about who knows you.
Yo, it's about to go crazy right now, man. Bars. Y'all don't pull shit, only lipstick glossy. Y'all just lost like the castle lost. Ballin' out on floss.
How should I mean, that wasn't probably the best thing to start off an interview. Row 100. Row 100? It's like 300, but... mixtape title, Row 100. I don't know. That doesn't make sense. But I might roll with that. That was a joke, guys, for those of you that weren't paying attention. We're just kind of breaking down, like, life and burrito selling. Yeah. That's the main shit. Damn. Wow, that's crazy. But yeah, that's why I'm RoFresh, my rawest form. I used to think it was the other way around. I was like, man, you have to know the right people. It's who knows you, man. It's who can fucking like, be like, yeah, you gotta hear Ro. Oh yeah, I know who Ro is. Da, da, da. That's what it's about.